Hey everyone, it's Liam Caddison here, and we are continuing with Lucifer as we jump into episode number 8 of this amazing season. It's like, episode by episode, I've just been loving this season more and more. It's just been a, so far, fantastic follow-up from the first season, and the last episode was really great in terms of us focusing on Chloe's story as she finally got that chance to have a full circle for her story regarding her father, who, of course, has died, as it was established, and the last episode paid heavy focus on that in terms of her finding the actual killer, which was the warden, rather than Joe Fields, who took the fall for financial purposes thanks to the warden. So it was really great for her character to finally get that full circle, to finally get vengeance for her father, as well as Lucifer giving some really beautiful words regarding the fact he said that her father would be proud. And yeah, it was a really, really beautiful ending last week with Lucifer. So yeah, I'm excited to get into this episode. So with that said, why don't we jump into episode number 8 of season 2 of Lucifer? Let's go.
I totally worked this out.
Son of a bitch! What a dickhead.
And so there we were, the detective and I, standing in the kitchen, and wouldn't want to discuss the whole I'm really the devil thing.
The actual devil.
Look,
Still coming to terms with processing.
I was worried I'd never see you again. I thought I'd scared you off for good.
Yes, well, Maze, of all people. Well, of all demons. Gave me some needed clarity.
What? I'm sure I can handle it. I've seen all your ugly parts by now.
Not even close, I'm afraid. Saved by the douche.
Our victim's name is Maddie Howard. She was attacked when she left her apartment.
I thought we moved past the douche phase.
Stabbed her repeatedly. Tourists caught the beginning moments of the attack in the background of her photo.
Did you get a look at the killer?
No, look at this. Got a good look at the weapon.
Wow!
Insane.
It's like a
Didn't she
movie
make a lot
prop
of commotion and they took like a selfie? They would have.
You can't be.
Movie prop. Those things are rubber, aren't they?
What?
I have to go.
Is that the blade?
I'm so glad you're on board with this, Lucy. I mean, who would have thought that bringing celestial objects to Earth might lead to such destruction?
Oh, I like the smug. Much sexier than the earnest.
I'm just surprised that you would actually take a little bit of responsibility.
I thought an unmarked grave in the middle of nowhere would be safe enough. Clearly I was wrong. But I clean up my messes.
Well, good luck, you two.
Both of them just very zest
You
on
want to
Lucifer.
help?
Among colleagues.
Oh, right, even better. Wow.
Oh, wait, what? Ella?
Okay, so.
Oh. Uh-oh.
Oh, no. No, definitely not.
You're the one who wanted.
Oh, excellent. Right, whilst you do that, I'll get back to the detective.
Looks like a note.
And remember,
Yeah, don't tell anyone about your super creepy non-grave grave. Got it.
I'm okay. I'm hyped for this interaction
So you worked here with the
episode
deceased?
potentially with
We didn't
Lucy
just
and
work
Ella.
together. You've been spending a lot of time with Ella. Yeah, working together, I mean.
not particularly.
Is there a hint of jealousy, Chloe?
Shall we see how this list is getting on?
His toys started stabbing each other with a celestial blade that maybe he might take a moment.
Humans are dying because of you.
Well, humans die.
So this gives
They all
you...
do eventually. It's what they were designed to do.
What
Yes,
a
but
bitch.
not like this.
You are okay with carnage just
Your
spreading.
vacation here has changed you. You seem attached to these creatures, and
Nah, so not our guy.
My pudding's gone.
I'm sorry?
The break room fridge, my pudding, clearly labeled Dan, it's gone. Not the first
It's
time.
Ross all over again.
You
Bye,
want me to put some of these
sandwich.
on? Can we schedule a stakeout?
No,
Are you
Chloe.
even okay?
I'm just saying that a man's snacks, they're sacred, okay?
Okay.
What up, detective people?
Hey.
It was whoever's in charge.
Dear Ella guesstimated. Dear Ella.
Where are you going?
Just off to see this Duncan chap.
No, we will go together, like partners, okay?
Right.
Oh,
yes, I
I'll
just
have to
need to
pull
make a quick
her
phone
along.
call first.
Oh, okay.
no worries.
Private phone call, detective. Just give me a moment.
Yeah, sure. Duncan.
Yeah.
Must have been
So-
some parking space.
What's his name crossed off the list?
Detective.
Yeah.
No suspect
Seems
in
this
life.
class took corpse pose quite literally.
Oh my.
Victim number 3 had defensive wounds that matched skin flecks under the fingernails of number 4. So I'm thinking Duncan dropped the knife, number 4 picked it up, right? Attacked number 3 like this.
Oh
right?
my
And then sounds
god!
like number 5 got involved.
And so on until full yoga massacre.
Oh, that'll be what the panel's called. Full Yoga Massacre 2016.
This is just throwing mud in her eyes.
Like you just...
Mmm.
Guru with the doo-doo juju has been picked up, so I'm afraid that's all we've got time for today. Call me if you need to reschedule.
Oh, it's so nuts seeing how the turntables for Linda and Lucy.
Go on, tell me what you want, what you really, really want.
I want
I wanna be your love.
a raspberry
No.
cream cheese muffin. And to take this thing off.
Oh.
Expecting twins, are we?
Hey, I backslid a little bit, all right? I want my lawyer now.
Well, don't eat him.
Bloody hell. Okay. We need to calm down on the shade here.
His other car. There is no blade.
We did find a safe in the basement.
Oh.
Well, I guess faith isn't faith unless it's tested. Bring it in.
What? Oh.
Oh no, yeah. Here we go.
Ella.
Detective.
Oh,
Oh no.
I might have succeeded if not for the blade.
Shit. Yeah, this is calling for the worst.
Move away from the body, Corinna. Now!
I killed him. I did this.
Thoughts.
Acted in self-defense. Mr. Glory attacked Corinne first. She had no choice but to wield that knife, Detective. I think in this case, justice has actually been served.
Oh, Lucifer.
Anyone?
Dan?
Oh, no.
Oh, no, Dan.
Detective douche. Dan, why didn't you put down the knife? Okay, Detective, I can assure you your current mood will be rectified by simply putting down the knife.
Come on, Dan, this is not you.
Imploded because of you.
Oh.
My job. My snacks. What? I know.
It's not your right state of mind.
You're fighting the blade, which indicates a strength I didn't know you had.
Ooh.
Look at me. Your marriage. Did I ruin it?
We were separated before Chloe even met you.
And your career.
Palmetto was on me.
How are you doing?
I feel great, actually.
Good.
Like that weight was lifted from his shoulders. Ooh.
Good talk.
Yeah. Very intense, very,
Truth?
Always the truth. Point of pride for me, Detective.
Gotcha.
But you know, if you ever did want to cross boundaries into partnered friends who hang out naked.
Okay.
Of course. But she was jelly.
So, global crisis averted. Average delusional patient with a complicated family.
Well, I've never been average, Linda. Mentally, physically, and as you know, sexually.
Oh my
I had a
god.
feeling it was going there.
I had sex with the devil.
Many, many times.
Yeah, you
And you're
did.
welcome.
Okay, now see that I understand.
I have found a lot since I developed a relationship with the big guy, and so might you.
Trust me, we're much closer than you think.
Well, then no harm.
That
no foul.
true.
I beg to differ. On second
Oh
thoughts,
god.
Your father will be forced to listen to reason.
Force, Dad. I think human
sure.
delusion is rubbing off on
Sure.
you, Mother. Tell her.
Lucy, I can't because I agree with her.
Oh, no, 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 no.
I thought you were just Team Mum because you couldn't fly her back to hell, since hell wasn't home and heaven was, well, hell. The only place I've ever felt wanted or respected
Is here with humanity.
Yes! This is my home! Deal with it, Mother!
Fine. Fine.
Oh my god.
No says a door. He opens a window.
Oh no.
Window just open.
Bitch! You are... I hate her. I hate her. She's not good. Don't know what that was, but I was going to say that was a very poignant admission there from Lucifer regarding the fact that this is his home. This is his own... This is the place that has accepted him. Heaven... He was booted out, and there's that, like... There is that worry, like, if there was ever an opportunity for him to return. And he was forced into hell. He didn't choose this. And with Earth, he feels, like, connected. He feels, like, more like him, I guess. He feels more comfortable. So... Yeah, but that was just very, very interesting there. Like, with his admission and the Blade doing that, it was, yeah. Ooh. So, yeah, I thought that was a really fun episode, especially with some of the combinations that we saw, especially the Ella and Lucifer combination. That worked really, really well. I think Ella's a really amazing character. Like, I really like the idea that she got a bit of focus in this episode by aiding Lucifer, not just in the whole murder situation or the murders, but also in that deal that turns out that maybe he needs a bit more of that, like, reconnectivity, like she's doing him a favor as well at the end of the day, as she feels like he is also, like, searching for something. So I really like that, like, a little bit of heart there from Ella. But overall, I think she's a very fascinating character, and I'm glad that this episode gave a bit more screen time for her character, and there was a bunch of amazing moments with them too, like, especially in the yoga place, because I love the idea that this episode had Chloe be like, wait, what the hell's going on here? With Lucifer and Ella working together, and even going as far as thinking that them two might have a bit of more physical connectivity, and that even, you know, kind of peeved her, I feel. Like, she tried to brush it off, but there's feelings for Chloe. So yeah, I just really loved it. Like, the yoga scene when they were demonstrating the murders, the, like, string of murders that happened in the yoga place, that was comical. It was just madness. So, but I really liked them two working together. It was really brilliant, and I think Ella's like, I'm still curious if there is something more to Ella, or if I'm just, you know, overthinking it, like, over worried that, okay, this character's got some kind of hidden thing going on. But yeah, we'll just have to wait and see what happens. Yeah, because I was thinking about something regarding Dan, about how he resisted from the Blade. And I do feel like the logical explanation to that is because Lucifer helped him out, because Dan was attached to that raid, but a bit of common sense kicked in, that the grip was loosening, not just on his mind, but of course the Blade. But I don't know, I was just thinking, I just had a hot second thinking back to episode 13 when Lucifer was made that little comment when he did encounter Dan, episode 13 of last season. And there was a moment where Lucifer hesitated a bit, thinking that that Dan possessed the same resistance as Chloe did, but he was like, oh no, it was just my mistake, in a sense. So I was thinking, okay, was that like a tease for things to come this season, and Dan's displaying it in this episode, how he was resisting the blade? But I think because Lucifer had some common sense talked into him regarding the marriage, because of course that was what Dan was doing. He was blaming the marriage on the fracturing on Lucifer. I feel like common sense loosened that grip on both the blade and his mind. So it was just a very interesting scenario to be placed in terms of the crime of the week, because it's unlike anything else. It's out of the ordinary, where you have this knife have this pull on people's minds, and the people do not remember what they've done. But they stand over the body and like, wait, did I do that? So it was a very interesting concept that they worked with in this episode by having the people involved in the murder be have this force that overrides their minds and surges into their, like, I guess, deeper aggressions. And amplifies that aggression 100 times. Like with Dan, he encountered Lucifer, and there's that underlying hate, like, I wouldn't say hatred, but annoyance regarding his appearance, because ever since Lucifer has appeared in their lives, he feels like he's been losing Chloe. So, and of course, he was a bit peeved about the sandwich, so... Not the sandwich, the pudding. I'm just thinking back to Ross Geller from Friends and the whole sandwich thing. And you know what? Dan is Ross! Dan is Ross Geller, because he's in the divorce situation, like Ross. He just needs to marry again and be divorced again, or say the wrong name at the wedding, and there we go. So yeah, but he is literally like Ross, like with the whole sandwich thing, and I don't know, I got Ross vibes, like, who took my sandwich? So I had it labeled. So yeah, but it was really great following from the last episode to have that bit of like levity on Dan's shoulders from what is paining him, that Lucifer was there, because like once the grip was loosened completely, Dan had a very chirpier reception to Lucifer, and that's probably due to the after effects. Like there's this complete bliss that cleanses that aggression, I guess, but I feel like it's a really good continuation from the last episode, where things seem to have, where them two seem to have patched things a bit up, and you have Lucifer help out Dan here. So, and I also like the fact that he did cover for that lady, because that lady was talking about how traumatic her experience was with the guy that was stabbed, and Lucifer covered, because of course he was keeping the whole divine presence secluded from Chloe. Like there was that whole hot potato comment he talked about, and Chloe was like, don't be ridiculous, and of course Chloe's none the wiser regarding a lot of things, because of course he's keeping her out of the shadows regarding Charlotte, and now the blade has come into fruition, and Chloe doesn't know the whole thing regarding, okay, this blade is this amount of powerful and whatnot, and for Chloe, she rightfully so thinks it's a normal blade, but regarding Lucifer, he knows the full schematics regarding what the blade does, so it's like very, very tense in terms of how Lucifer is suppressing all of this information. And at the same time, we're getting moments of Chloe feeling that comfort from Lucifer, but also moments where she feels a bit pushed aside because of Lucifer. Like with the whole Ella situation, she feels like she's being pushed to the side a bit. And with Lucifer, not... Like, I feel like there is a growing sense that she feels like, why are you not telling me everything? Like, that keeps growing and growing and growing. So it's going to get and ends with the revelation that he made to Linda as well. It's going to be testing for him to see if he can actually tell Chloe, because he doesn't want to push her away the same way that Linda was intimidated by what she saw. So, and I'm glad that we touched up upon that in this episode, but we've rekindled things, it seems. We're back to the status quo. So it's nice to see Linda now pull back into the norm. Although I did like how there was the roles being reversed for Lucifer and Linda. Like, there was even that scene where Lucifer was sitting in Linda's chair and vice versa. And I really like the idea that she was questioning Lucifer. Is Hitler in hell, etc.? Is my uncle in hell? But I'm glad that she can finally try to look past the face, because, like I said at the end of the last episode, you can't judge a book by its cover. You could still try to break down his own concerns, his own queries, just like you do with anyone else. He still wants to come to you for guidance. So there we go. So I'm glad that things are back on track between them two. But yeah, it was really, really good, this episode. I liked the ending scene as well, with Charlotte and the Menadale trying to pull Lucifer back to heaven. But of course, I don't think that's Charlotte's endgame. Charlotte, she is sketchy as fuck. Yeah, she can... Yeah, that's what I have to say to her. Which is ironic, isn't it? But still, don't like her. She took responsibility for letting the blade slip to several people and causing potential carnage, and losing no sleep about that whatsoever. But her excuse was like, I just wanted to basically attention seek. And there's more regarding Charlotte. I feel like now her plan is to make Lucifer's time on Earth hell, because we had that speech at the end where he said about how how he viewed heaven and hell, and how Earth was the only place that he felt that acceptance at. So what if the plan is kind of like how last season went, with how people were praising Lucifer to being this evil entity, and Lucifer didn't want to be like that? What if that is the plan, like tenfold that? Like, she is going to make this experience as tormenting as possible for Lucifer, that he wants to leave. So I feel like that might be the plan that Charlotte has in mind. So, but the thing is, this is going to be interesting to see if she's able to succeed on that, because she's managed to get Amenadale on her side. And I feel like with Amenadale, he's lost everything. He's lost his abilities, he's vulnerable, so it's easy to take advantage of him. Whereas Lucifer, he still has those attachments. He has attachments to Chloe, he has attachments to his job. He is not feeling any need to pull away from staying on Earth, because he's so connected, so wanted. So it will be very interesting to see how that does work about in terms of Charlotte's game plan, because she is just, yeah, I despise her. But yeah, I really loved this episode. It was, like I said, a very nice, interesting dynamic they went with the whole crime of the week situation with the blade and how it had a pull on people. And, you know, seeing Charlotte and, seeing Ella and Lucifer work together, it was just really good, and how much of an impact that had on Chloe as well. But also, it was just really, really good to have that final moment, because that's going to be a really great game changer, I feel like, with what Lucifer's had to say, because I feel like Charlotte's plan is to make Lucifer's time on Earth a living nightmare. So yeah, but we'll see what happens. But yeah, I will see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. You can check my videos on the right if you want to check out more of my content. You can also subscribe to my media feeds and channel if you want to. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Hope you guys take care, and I will see you guys next time. Toodles!